Hello and welcome back to your mat. Today we're going to do a class that is great if you have been either sick or had an illness and you've recovered from that and you're starting to get back into maybe your practice, but you need to take things slow and easy. So this is a great practice for this. So we will get started right away with a quote by Alex L. Rushing will not heal you any faster. Slow down and pace yourself. So we will get started, and I'll kind of talk a little bit as we're moving here. But we're going to get started with simple cross-legged seat here. You don't need any props, just your mat and yourself. And we're just going to do what are called Sufi rolls. So we're just going to roll the spine around here, kind of using what I like to call the bowl of the pelvis as your anchoring point. So you're anchored here, and you're just going to go around in circles here. Really nice and easy. So a lot of times after we've been sick for a while, it's hard to get back into our practice. We can get frustrated because we've been sick and we've not been able to do our normal stuff. And I was recently sick a few weeks ago and I got really bummed out about it. We'll go the other direction because I wasn't able to do my normal stuff, and even getting back into it took me a while. Even after I got over it, I was still really had to carefully, slowly bring myself back into my practice. So today we're going to go really slow and easy, mellow. We're not trying to get completely back to our normal, because if you've been sick recently or an illness of some sort, you need that recovery time. So allow yourself that time. And now from here we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go and switch across with my legs, and we're going to do what I call moving twist. So inhale, get tall, and I'm going to bring my left hand to my right knee, and I'm going to open up that right arm out behind me, a nice, loose, easy twist here, and bring it back. So just go really simple, giving ourselves this nice twist. It doesn't have to be your biggest, deepest twist ever, but go nice and gentle, nice movements here. You can close your eyes if you like. Just go with that flow. So we're just coaxing the body back here, giving it some movement without overdoing it to begin with, because if you've been sick and you're recovering from that, you know that your energy level is not the same. We'll do a couple more. And then we'll go to the other side. So one more, open up, stay there for a breath, and exhale and release that. Before we go to the other side, I will warn you, I am at a lake. It's a little windy here, and there are some boaters going by. So if you hear any noise, I apologize for that in advance. And then right hand to your left knee, same thing. Open up to the left, so bring that left arm up behind you and back to the front. Just inhales and exhales at your own pace. We're not going fast here or hard here or the deepest twist. Going easy. So keep it easy and light. Give yourself that time. Sometimes that's the hardest part. We want to jump right back in, and then we do jump back in, and then we find ourselves sick again. So we got to ease back in. Let's do another two. And one more, open up, stay there for the exhale. Inhale, and bring it back to center. All right, and now from here we're going to stand up. So again, we're not doing anything too crazy today. We are going to do a little standing sequence, and then we'll come back down. So it's going to be very simple here. So from here, we're going to simply stand all the way up. And you can face whichever way you want to on your mat. I'm going to stay facing the camera, so I'll be sideways on my mat here. And we're just going to inhale, rise those arms up overhead. And then we're going to exhale, and we're going to bend over to the right. So I'm just going to drop my right hand down and leave my left arm up overhead. And it doesn't have to be a really deep bend, just a nice little bend here to open up that side body. If you've been coughing, if you've been in bed for a while, all of this is probably pretty tight. So go gentle. Inhale and stretch up, reach up. Really reach as if you were reaching for something really high on that top shelf. Maybe you can barely reach. And then we're going to exhale and come over to the left side. So go ahead and bring that left hand down, right arm up overhead. Get a nice stretch here on your right side. And if you need to back up a little bit, that's okay. Go with what works for you today. Inhale, come all the way back up, reach, stretch, really just feel everything, stretch and reach here, and then exhale and release. And now from here, I'm gonna turn to the side here. You can stay how you are. We're just gonna do some simple forward folds and halfway lifts, so nothing crazy. If you do like to practice with blocks here, you can, but I'm gonna try to make this prop free today, so you can always, when we do the halfway lift, you can have your hands on your shins. So inhale, reach up, exhale, fold forward. So we're gonna do this about 3 times. So go ahead and fold in, and then I'm gonna go ahead and lift halfway up and look out. So again, you can put your hands on your shins, blocks, or the floor. Exhale, fold in. Release all of that down, shake your head. Inhale, halfway lift, look out in front of you. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, halfway lift, look out in front of you. Exhale, fold in. We'll do once more. Inhale, look out in front. And exhale, fold in. Remember, you can always have a bend in your knees, shake your head, do what you need to do here. And then from here, go ahead and come all the way back up, reaching your arms up overhead, stretching up. Then exhale, bring your hands back to center. So now we're just gonna do a simple low lunge. So I'm gonna go ahead and step my left foot forward and my right foot back. Go ahead and drop that back knee. And in our low lunge here, we're just gonna frame up the left foot with our hands, open up that chest, look out in front of us. Can always back off a bit if you need to. And again, if you've been lying around for a while, or you've been sick for a while, things are gonna be tighter. So just be okay with that. You can always also come up more upright with your hands up on your knee, back off a bit. So honor what your body is telling you. If it's really tight today, then back off a little bit. Over time, you'll come back into your normal routine and you'll be less tight again. And then from here, go ahead and drop your right hand down, left arm up. We're gonna do another twist. So twists are nice to help wring things out, move things through the body. And then bring the hands back down and we'll step forward on our mat. Go ahead and fold forward here. Let that all go. And then inhale and come all the way back up, reaching up toward the sky, hands down the center and back to your sides. So now we'll do the other side. So go ahead and step that left foot back, frame up that right foot, drop that back knee, come into your low lunge. So looking forward here with your chest, really opening up here and really feeling, dropping in if you can, feeling that opening in your hip flexors, or come more upright, whatever works best for you today. And just be okay with where you are. That can be the most challenging of all. I know that I wanted to get right back to my practice and I was so frustrated I couldn't get right into it after being sick. So you have to it will pass. It doesn't stay forever. Drop that left hand down and now we're gonna twist to the right. So as with anything, the good and the bad, none of them ever last and it will get better. Get a nice stretch there. Wind is really picking up now. Drop your hands, and now we're gonna sit. We're gonna go ahead and bring the other leg back to meet the other one, and we're gonna come into a child's pose. So we're gonna transition to our lying down. So from here, I'm sitting back on my heels, my big toes are touching. I like to have my knees wider. You can have them closer together. You decide what's best for you. Stretch forward into a nice child's pose. And allow yourself to go here. Just allow everything to drop into the mat. Take another couple rounds of breath. And then slowly make your way back up. And now we're gonna make our way on to our backs. So from here, go ahead and come onto your back. And go ahead and place the soles of your feet on the ground. And then we're just gonna simply windshield wiper the legs. So I'm just gonna bring them Both of them over to the right, any amount, and over to the left, any amount. So going back and forth here, really gentle movements. We're not going for anything too crazy here. You can turn the head if you like with each of these. A couple more rounds that way. Just making sure I know what we're going to do next. My memory sometimes serves me great, other times not so much. So go ahead. And then now I want you to hug those knees into your chest. And now we're going to do a nice supine twist. So go ahead and drop both of your knees over to the left and bring your arm out to the right. And then you can look over to the right if you like, or you can look up. This is a great time to close your eyes. And I have the sun right overhead, so it's really helpful for me to have my eyes closed. But this is a good spot to close your eyes and just release. So let everything go into the mat. Release your spine here. A few deep breaths there. And all of that go. Inhale, bring the knees back into center. And then the same thing, we're going to drop them over to the other side, to the right, and bring that left arm out to the side. And look over to your left. And again, you can close your eyes, let your eyes be soft here. Let your whole body be soft here. We're not trying to hold anything, just simply letting go of all of that. Really feel that in your spine. And one more inhale and exhale at your own pace. Hug the knees into your chest. And then to finish out class, we're going to do what's called constructive rest. So go ahead and bring your soles of your feet to the mat and have them as wide as the mat is. And you're still on your back here. And then you're going to simply just drop your knees, let them knock in, let them drop in. So they're leaning up on each other. So instead of doing traditional Shavasana with our legs outstretched, we're going to go with the constructive rest. This I find can be really relaxing and nice. If this doesn't work for you for any reason, please feel free to go into regular Shavasana. So we're just going to stay here with our eyes closed for about a minute. And we're just going to release everything in the mat. And we're going to be happy with ourselves that we took the time to come onto the mat. So go ahead and stay there. I'll keep an eye on the time for you. I'll let you know when it's up. Just allow yourself this little bit of rest. And just know that if this felt good to you and you feel like, okay, maybe I can do a little more tomorrow, then just gradually do that. If you find that this really just taxes your energy, even this, then that just means you need a little bit more rest. So you have to honor what your body needs. It may not be what you want, but you have to listen to what your body says. So you can stay there if you like, for as long as you like, or if you're ready to come back up and join me, go ahead and bring your knees into your chest, roll over to one side, come on to a nice seat. Thank you for taking the time to take care of yourself. I hope this was helpful, and until next time.